Okay guys, I just needed to finish up these last three problems in part 2 of this video for coordinate geometry quiz review number 2. So number 15 here, we still got dilations. Number 14, we multiplied each of our coordinates by 2. In this case, I'm going to multiply each of my coordinates by 0.5, which is the same thing as multiplying by half or dividing by 2. So I'm going to say multiply each coordinate by 1/2 or 0.5. So, well, let's go ahead and plot the first 3 points first. All right, so left 4 up 2, that's going to be J. K is 8, right 8, 0, and L is right 6, down 6. That's K and L. And let's go ahead and connect the dots. Okay, and then our final coordinates, J prime, I'm going to multiply everything by 1/2, so divide by 2, that'll be -2, 1. K prime, divided by 2, that'll be 4, 0, divided by anything is just 0. And divided by 2, that'll be 3, -3. Alright, so right 2 up 1, that's J prime, right 4, 0 is K prime, and then right 3 down 3 will be L prime. And as anticipated, I'm dilating by a scale factor of 1/2, so I anticipate my image getting smaller. So this triangle should be half the size of my original triangle. Okay, so that looks right. Shape stays intact. We're just enlarging or reducing our figure. And the last two here says perform the indicated algebraic transformation, graph the original and final image on the coordinate plane, identify the type of transformation that has occurred. So let's go ahead and graph these points first. Right 2 up 3 for R, right 4 up 5 for S, and right 5 up 1 for T. Take a few seconds and check. Right 2 up 3, yep. Right 4 up 5, yep. Right 5 up 1, yes. Okay. Now here's the rule, the mapping rule. We're taking our x and our y, and we're changing the sign of the x and we're changing the sign of the y. Okay, so our final image, R prime, will be -2, -3. I'm just flipping the signs. S prime will be -4, -5, and T prime will be -5, -1. Okay, so if we graph those, I go left 2, down 3. That's R prime. And then left 4, down 5. That's S prime. And then left 5, down 1. That's T prime. Okay. Alright, so the transformation they're asking about was what happened here. Okay, so if I'm flipping both of the signs, then we said that's actually one of a couple of different things. The first is it's a rotation of 180 degrees. Okay, we're rotating at 90 degrees and we're rotating it again because we're flipping both of the signs. The other thing we could say is it's also a reflection about the origin, or also the kind of the way I explain it in class is that's kind of like a double reflection. And what I mean by that is we're taking this point and we're reflecting it over the x. So I'm one away here, so I'll be one away on the low side, and then I'm reflecting that around the y-axis. So I'm 5 away here, so I'll be 5 away on the other side. So it's like I'm reflecting around the X and then I'm reflecting around the Y. So it's like a double reflection. Or you can think about we're rotating this thing 180 degrees. Okay, so either one of those would be acceptable. Number 17, let's go ahead and plot these points. -2, 0, that's left 2. That's going to be A. And then left 4 down 4. That's B. And then left 1 down 2. That's C. And then left 2 down 6. And that's D. Sorry, I can't see that. Okay, so there's our figure. And then what we're doing here is we're taking our x values and we're adding 5, and then we're subtracting 2 from our y's. Okay, so if I add 5 to the x and I subtract 2, if I add -2 plus 5, do this in green. So we'll have a prime comes out to be 3, and then I'm subtracting 0 minus 2. Of course, it's just -2. And then I'll have b prime. I'm going to add 5. That's going to make that a 1. And then I'm going to subtract 2. That's going to make that a -6. Okay, add 5. That's going to make that a 4. Subtract 2 from -2. That's going to make that a -4. Add 5. That's going to make that a 3. And subtract 2. That's going to make that a -8. Okay, so we can plot our points here once the camera gets back in focus. Thank you. Alright, so A prime is right 3 down 2. Because basically what we're doing here, guys, is we're going right 5 down 2. Okay, so you can do this one of two ways. You could either do what I did, which is doing it mathematically, or to me, really the easier way to do it is just count with your fingers. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down 2. But as a teacher, it's my job to show you both ways. And then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down 2. B prime. Okay, so what happened here, this is just a good old-fashioned run-of-the-mill translation. We're going right 5 and down 2. Okay, just make sure your figure is intact and make sure you didn't plot anything incorrectly and that your figure doesn't, because in a translation it's a rigid motion, your figure doesn't change the shape or the size. Alright, so that's it for this quick video, and I wish you guys good luck on the quiz.